everyone and welcome to GCSE Maths Help. Today we're going to be looking at solving quadratic equations exam paper questions. This video is a follow-on from my Solving Quadratics Key Points video, which I will link in the bio below. If you haven't watched that video, you might find it useful before looking at exam questions. For everyone else, let's get started. So our first question says solve x divided by 4 minus 2x divided by x plus 2 equals 1. Give your solutions to two decimal places. So because the question has asked for our answer to two decimal places, this is the clue that we're going to be using the quadratic formula, as it obviously doesn't factorise nicely. But our first step is to get this looking like a usual quadratic equation. So I'm going to start by timesing all of the elements by 4. So we have x divided by 4 times by 4 minus 4 times 2x, which is 8x, divided by x plus 2 is equal to 4 times 1, which is 4. Now I'm going to times all the elements by x plus 2. So we have x plus 2 minus 8x divided by x plus 2 times by x plus 2 equals 4 times x plus 2. So if we expand out our brackets, we've got x squared plus 2x minus 8x is equal to 4x plus 8. So now we can gather up our like terms. So we've got x squared and then plus 2x minus 8x and then minus 4x on the other side gives us minus 10x, and then minus 8 from both sides is equal to 0. So now we can use our quadratic formula. We've got 1 as our value for A, minus 10 as our value for B, and minus 8 as our value for C. So our equation is x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b minus 4 times ac divided by 2a. So we've got x is equal to minus 10 plus minus the square root of minus 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 8 all divided by 2 times 1. So x is going to equal 10 plus and minus the square root of 132 divided by 2. So our x values on our calculator are 10.74 and x equals minus 0.74 to the two decimal places that the question asked for. So our next question says solve x squared plus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0 by completing the square. Leave your answer in surd form. So to complete the square we need the formula x plus p in brackets squared plus q is equal to 0. So our p value is always half of the x number. So we've got x plus 1 squared plus q is equal to 0. So let's expand that out. So we get x squared plus 2x plus 1, but we want minus 5, so we need to minus another 6 from that to make our equation correct. So then we've got x plus 1 all squared minus 6 is equal to 0. So now we can go about solving it. We can add 6 to both sides to give us x plus 1 squared is equal to 6. We can square root both sides to give us x plus 1 is equal to plus and minus the square root of 6. And we can minus 1 to give us x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 6. So our two answers are x is equal to minus 1 plus root 6 and x is equal to minus 1 minus root 6. So our next question says plot the graph for x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0 and use the graph to solve the equation. So when x is minus 3, y is 4. When x is minus 2, y is 0. When x is minus 1, y is minus 2. When x is 0, y is minus 2. When x is 1, y is 0. And when x is 2, y is 4. So if we draw a line through our points to make the curve, we can see where the line crosses the x-axis. So they're going to be our solutions. So it crosses here and here. So the solutions to this graph, x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0, is x equals minus 2 and x equals 1. So our last question uses our graph knowledge that we've learnt in the key points video, but as you can see it was one of the last questions on the paper, so there's going to be quite a lot of work involved. So the question says a quadratic curve intersects the axes at minus 3, 0, 3, 0 and 0, 18. Work out the equation of the curve. So the equation of the curve is going to be in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 because we know it's quadratic. So using the points that we've been given, we can work out these letters. So when y equals 18, x equals 0. So we've got a times 0 squared plus b times 0 plus c. So 18 is going to equal 0 plus 0 plus c. So our c value must be 18. So the other thing that we've been told is that when x equals 3, y equals 0, and also when x equals minus 3, y equals 0. So let's make some equations out of that. So when y equals 0, we've got a times minus 3 squared plus b times minus 3 plus 18 because we know what c is now. We've also got when y equals 0, we've got a 3 squared plus b times 3 plus 18. So because they both equal 0, we can say that these two equations are equal to each other. So we've got 9a minus 3b plus 18 is equal to 9a plus 3b plus 18. So if we minus 9a from both sides, we've got minus 3b plus 18 is equal to 3b plus 18. If we plus 3b to both sides, we've got 18 is equal to 6b plus 18. If we minus 18 from both sides, we've got 0 is equal to 6b. So b must equal 0, so there's no x value in this quadratic. So now we've found b and c, we can go about finding a. So we're going to put any of the coordinates into the equation. So I'm going to use 3, 0. So when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 0. So we've got a times 3 squared plus 0 times 3, because we know that b is equal to 0 now, plus 18 is equal to 0. So we've got 9a plus 0 plus 18 is equal to 0. So if we minus 18 from both sides, we've got 9a is equal to minus 18, so a is equal to minus 2. So now we can write our equation. We've got y is equal to minus 2x squared plus 18. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to have a little recap on the key points on this topic, click the link in the bio below. Don't forget to subscribe to GCSE Maths Help with the subscribe button below, or you can check out my Instagram page at GCSE Maths Help for more videos and tips. Thanks for watching.